You are 19 years old, sitting on a squeaky second-hand chair in a cramped bedroom that smells faintly of instant noodles and laundry left too long in the damp. The screen of your battered 5-year-old laptop casts a harsh blue glow across your face as you stare at a flashing cursor inside a blank text editor. You have zero budget, no formal degree in computer science, and a pirated copy of an outdated game engine. Your GitHub profile is completely empty, and your friends think you are just wasting time playing video games when you tell them you want to build one yourself. You spend 4 hours trying to figure out why your character sprite refuses to move right, only to realize you forgot a single semicolon on line 42. That's when you realize something fundamental. Nobody is coming to save you, and the computer doesn't care how hard you try. It only cares if your syntax is brutally precise. You lean back, rub your burning eyes, and whisper to the quiet room that tomorrow you will finally make the jump function work. You are 21 now, and your hard drive is cluttered with 15 different prototype folders named final_v2_real that are anything but final. You have moved past writing raw physics code from scratch and discovered the vibrant, chaotic world of online forums and community asset stores. Your desktop is a mess of downloaded free low-poly trees, generic sound effects ripped from public domain libraries, and UI buttons that look like they were designed in 2010. What nobody explains in the beginning is that gluing free assets together takes more patience than creating them from scratch, because nothing matches, nothing scales correctly, and your game looks like a Frankenstein collage of visual contradictions. You upload your first playable demo to an obscure community board, bracing yourself. 3 hours later, you refresh the page and see a single comment from a stranger halfway across the world. The jump feels floaty, but I played it 3 times. That tiny sentence hits you like a shot of adrenaline, changing the way you view the empty room around you. You are 23, and your projects are no longer just random collections of assets. You are obsessed with loop mechanics and frame data. You spend your weekends watching deep-dive developer postmortems on YouTube, taking notes in a physical notebook while cold coffee sits ignored on your desk. You finally understand that a game isn't just about graphics. It is about rhythm, tension, and release. You spend 3 days rewriting the entire input buffer just so the player's sword swing feels visceral and responsive within a single millisecond window. The difference between looking good and actually being good appears here, right in the raw numbers of your movement scripts. Your friends stop asking what you do on weekends because they know you are locked in your room, tweaking parameters, balancing difficulty curves, and muttering to yourself about hitboxes. You show a new build to your older brother, and for the first time, he doesn't just play to be nice. He keeps playing after you told him he can stop. You are 25, and the bitterest lesson of your life has finally set in. Your ambitions were completely destroying your progress. You look at a whiteboard covered in erased timelines, crossed out multiplayer modes, and discarded open-world concepts. For the past 6 months, you were building a massive, impossible fantasy RPG that was destined to die in development hell. With a heavy heart, you delete 80% of your code, scrap the sprawling map, and ruthlessly condense the entire experience into a tight, focused, monochromatic vertical slice centered around a single core mechanic: a grappling hook and tight corridors. What nobody explains in the beginning is that true creativity isn't about adding more features. It is about having the courage to kill your darlings. For the first time, you understand that a small, finished masterpiece is infinitely superior to an eternal, unfinished tragedy. Your build size drops from 20 gigabytes to 200 megabytes, and your frame rate finally locks at a stable 60. You are 26, and you are sweating profusely as you hit publish on your game's first public Steam demo page. You spent $40 on a custom key art banner made by an illustrator you met on Twitter, and your heart races every time the visitor counter ticks upward. Within 48 hours, a mid-tier streamer with 15,000 followers stumbles upon your page live on stream. You sit frozen in your chair, watching your game projected onto his monitor as he dies on the very first trap you coded. He laughs, calls the trap unfair trash, and then immediately clicks restart. Within an hour, your wishlist count jumps from 12 to 4,000. That's when you realize your lonely bedroom project is suddenly becoming a living product connected to thousands of real human beings who are waiting for you to deliver. Your inbox starts filling up with bug reports written in German, Portuguese, and Russian. You don't sleep for 36 hours straight, frantically pushing hotfixes while eating cold pizza over your keyboard. You are 28, and you are no longer just a guy writing code in his pajamas. You are managing a distributed micro-team of 3 people across 2 different continents, a freelance composer in Poland and a pixel artist in Argentina. You have incorporated a legal entity, opened a business bank account, and your personal savings are tied up in a revenue share agreement and server licenses. The weight of financial responsibility presses down on your chest like a physical stone every time you look at your burn rate. If this game doesn't launch within the next 4 months, your savings account hits absolute zero, and you have to go back to writing enterprise software for boring corporate clients. You spend your days mediating artistic disagreements, reviewing tax documents, and coordinating release schedules instead of writing cool movement code. The romance of solo dev is gone, replaced by the relentless machinery of production, legal compliance, and marketing funnels. If you made it this far, you already understand that the next levels are not about luck, but about sheer psychological endurance under fire. You are 30, and it is launch day. You are sitting in the exact same room, looking at the exact same monitor, but the atmosphere is completely different. The air feels heavy, electric, and terrifying. At exactly 1 p.m. UTC, you click the green button on the Steam backend to release your game to the world at a price of $15. For the first 10 minutes, nothing happens. Then, the server statistics spike vertically. The concurrent player counter reads 50, then 200, then 1,000 within the first hour. Your Discord server explodes with notifications. Channels are scrolling so fast you cannot read a single message. Reviewers are posting early impressions, and major gaming sites are picking up your trailer. Within 72 hours, your gross revenue surpasses what you used to make in 3 years of corporate work. You receive an email from a major console publisher asking about a port. You look at your bank account, and the numbers are completely surreal, yet your first instinct is not celebration. It is a sudden, crushing panic that your game has a game-breaking bug on a specific graphics card driver that you haven't tested yet. You are 33, and you walk onto the convention floor of an international game festival as an invited keynote speaker rather than an attendee sneaking in with a cracked badge. Your game has sold over 500,000 copies, inspired countless video essays on YouTube, and built an organic community that creates fan art, lore wikis, and speedrun records you never anticipated. Young developers walk up to your booth with trembling hands, holding their laptops out to show you prototypes that look hauntingly similar to the messy code you wrote in your bedroom 14 years ago. You look into their eyes and see that exact same mix of desperate ambition, exhaustion, and terrified hope. Remember this moment because it explains why so few people ever reach the final level. Not because the code is too hard, but because most people quit right before the breakthrough. You smile, hand one of them your business card, and tell them to fix that semicolon on line 42.